intervention, or it was really meant to be. I shifted, went to Assumption instead. Since I don't want to go to CSB, bad. Anyway, I moved to Assumption, excelled in Masscom. At that time, I just really wanted to go advertising. I didn't even consider doing advertising on the client side. I just really wanted advertising agency. And at that time, advertising agencies are really big. I mean, they're everywhere. They're like everything. Plus, I even did a practicum for an advertising agency. So all the more that your interest is picked, so you're more excited, you're more interested. So naturally, I ended up doing advertising work.
So, Miss, what are the similarities and difference between account managers and account planners?
Probably it's not account planning per se, but probably strategic planning. At least that's how we do it. Account management, you're supposed to just at the onset manage your accounts, handle it on a day-to-day basis, coordinate with them, find out. But planning or is more of doing communication plans for your clients, for your account, for your brand. It's thinking beyond managing. You have to strategize in terms of the direction that you want to take for your brand in terms of advertising. So management is just one aspect of that. Account planning is more of going deeper in terms of what else you can do for your brand, not just letting your clients tell you what they want, but thinking for them, making sure that what they advertise can be noticed, will have an effect, and will be in sync with more or less their own objectives for the brands also.
So, Miss, whenever you meet up with clients, do you have a comprehensive plan prepared for them beforehand, or do you have to know what they want first?
You have to know first what they want. Depending on clients, some clients, especially the structured clients, they give you their marketing plan for the year, for example, and from that marketing plan, their objectives, they would often brief you, and of course they would want an advertising aspect to that. So in effect, you come back to your agency and you plan, you strategize based on what they have shared to you, information, their expectations, and you build it up for your brand. And then you come back to them in terms of a full plan already. Full plan would mean your communications plan. Whereas before, there's a media component, but now the media side of it is already different. There are media boutiques already. They're no longer integral with the agency, whereas before they're a part of it. But sometimes the media partner, the media boutique, can work with you also in terms of how you want to strategically do it in terms of media. So that's placed side by side.
So, how do you come up with status reports, conference reports, strategies, and other documents for your clients?
You do it every meeting. Those are standards in terms of whenever you meet with your client, you're expected to have contact reports or emails. Now, you do it emails. Parang, like, before kasi, depending on the agency, they sometimes have templates for that. In my past jobs, they have a template for contact reports, for status reports. But for us, what I sometimes do, since we don't have that kind of structure naman na, I do emails. That helps you out. Status reports are often your saving grace with certain clients.
For reference.
to document what
Yes.
you've talked about. Because sad to say, there are
Yes.
bitch clients. I mean, that's a reality. Like I said,
You meet
find
different
out
people.
along the way. It's just that there are certain clients that sometimes they turn their word, they turn back on their words on certain things that they've said, so they leave you hanging.
Yes, how do you handle that?
Your status report helps you out. So, see if, for example, you met today,
Yes.
the following day you do your, normally status reports are expected 2 days
Yes.
within 2 days after your meeting. So, for example, you did your status report and you said that this is your direction, blah, 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 blah. So, of course, it's the same thing you tell your creatives, right? So, when you do this, so you go to client, and then sometimes some clients would say, that's not my
That's not my-
direction.
yeah.
That I asked you to do blah, 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 blah. Do this thing.
You can go back to
You also go back to your status report and tell them, this is what you said. This is what you did. And sometimes, when you have email, you expect because Yahoo Mail and then Google Mail does not have that function, but like for office mails, you have that receipt request for the emails that you sent. So more or less, if they open it and you have that function, so you know that they were able to read that. So it helps also. And also, that's on the negative side. On the positive side, it helps you clear your mind. Of course, people, when you go to client, they tell you these things, all these things. Of course, you write everything. Sometimes, you have to keep a structure in terms of what they've said. And sometimes it helps also that you are able to clarify things. Sometimes you miss out on certain things. Of course, you can't expect to put everything kasi syempre maraming discussions yan. So the reports generally will help you out on that one. So it gives you a structure. It also helps you out explain it better to your creatives, because creatives will sometimes go back to you until you're not clear about the things that you wanted. So if you have everything in black and white and then you discuss it with them after, it makes things much clearer. It gives them a better direction of where to move things, and it helps you, both of you also, so that if you miss out on certain things and they remind you, it helps out. It really helps out.
Can you show us some samples of your documents, like the
Only if you
status
can.
reports and
Okay. Well,
conference
for one, I can't show you the documents,
You
samples, because it's all email. Status report, okay. I don't have also. But the status report is a weekly update. Let me explain. It's a weekly update of what's happening with your account. But I don't think I can print out an status report for you. I can show it to you later. I can give you a sample just to give you an idea. Basically, you write there your clients, your projects, whatever pending projects that you have. It's on a weekly basis because normally you'll have status reports every Monday, so that whatever you do from Monday to Friday, you refresh on a Monday, you know what to expect. Especially if you have lots of accounts. Kasi alam din ng creatives where they are in terms of deliverables, and you yourself would know where you are in terms of deliverables to their clients and what to follow up with your creatives.
Miss, more or less, how many accounts do you handle? Like the agency?
Right now, I handle mainly Foods, but I have two brands under it. That's Hibisco and Cafe Puro. So, yes, depending, like right now, we're in the process of doing planning for them for 2012. So, you expect a lot of items under it. But there are times where you need a sum of one. You just like, for example, have a print ad. For example, you have nothing much to explain. I also have Pani, film asset, but nothing's happening at this point. So, a person can have at the least about 2, probably, and have up to 5, depending on
Two
the